Hello, Divine Soul Tribe. I'm back again with another message and reading. So, hello, YouTube. I'm Divina. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Soul Tribe. Please like, share, and subscribe. You don't have to share, but like and subscribe would be nice. I am available for private readings. The email address is in the description box below. Please feel free to contact me should you wish to do so. I do not reach out in comments. If the comment isn't highlighted, it isn't from me. Other than that, enjoy. I do swear from on occasion. As of tomorrow, I'm going to, because I forgot to do it today. If I get caught swearing, I'm going to be doing it in a tip jar, or in a jar, putting pennies in a jar. And if you can guess how many pennies are in there, how many times I've sworn in a week, or 2 weeks, or whatever, we'll sort that out. I'll give the person a free reading, whoever guesses it right. Facebook, same applies. And you know the drill. If you want a reading, inbox me. Okay, Soul Tribe. So the title of the video today is, what are you dating for? Well, obviously some of you are, well, you shouldn't be waiting, but some of you are waiting or expecting your person to come on in, which is fine, fair enough, because that is happening. A lot of unions are happening. However, there are some of you who are in different circumstances. Maybe your person's passed on, or you've done with that person, like your soul, for whatever reason, your soul contract is null and void. So you're open to exploring your options. Now, the reason that this has come up is because daughter wanted to watch a film earlier called He's Not That Into You. I watched it years ago. Obviously, you know, one of those things that you forget about. So, started getting into it. I thought, you know what, this is actually quite relevant. Something that we should be looking at, because, you know, there are going to be, do you know what, actually, no, it's not even just about dating new people. Even if it is your counterpart, what are you dating for is really the question. Because, let me turn this warbler down. Hey, girl, that's what you hear. Anyway, so what's the end goal? This is what I'm going to ask, because, okay, say for argument's sake, whether you go out dating new people or you're dating your counterpart, what are you dating for? What's the end goal? To just, what's the purpose? Because back in the days, people used to date to mate, to find their mate, so that they could get married and start a life together and have children and build. Now, people are dating just to get laid. In fact, no, I'm lying. That's not what people date for these days. You've got apps for that. You don't even need to date anybody to get that. So I ask, what you're dating for? Because this film is all different kinds of messed up, but it's insightful. So you've got men and women stringing each other along in different situations, you know. Right, so there was this one scenario. This girl had gone out on a date with this guy. They had a nice time, they got on really well. As soon as they left the date, he's ringing his ex who's not interested in him, other than to fluff her ego when somebody discards her or makes her feel abandoned. And she's there obsessed with this guy because she had, the girl that was in the date is obsessed with this guy because they had a really good date, and he said he'd call her. Anyway, so he leaves and rings his ex. Anyway, the ex is in the shop and bumps into this guy who then she starts chatting away to, blah, blah, blah. Turns out he's married. He tells her he's married. She takes his number anyway. And then when she eventually rings him, he tells her, look, I'm married, I can't really be entertaining that sort of thing. You know, trying to be a good boy. So then she rings this other guy and goes round and gets a foot rub and then fucks away. Because she won't sleep with him. She just wants him to give her affection when she feels abandoned by a married man, so an unavailable man. So you've got all these sort of little scenarios going on. You've got somebody saying this, somebody saying that. What is the end goal of dating? I don't get it. I'll just you see if you get on first. That's what you do before you sleep with someone. But then, no. Then there was this other couple had been together 7 years, and he wouldn't do anything more than live with her. She wanted to get married. Everybody around her was getting married, but he wouldn't budge. I don't believe in marriage. Well, then you don't believe in long-term relationships, really, because you're just fucking wasting time. That's another thing. The woman, 5:55 on the clock, she was in a relationship with a man. After the first 2 years, she wanted marriage and never said anything, didn't speak up about it, so she kept her mouth shut, hoping that he'd catch up. So she wasted, well, she didn't waste it because it's an experience, 5 years of her life waiting for him to propose when he was never going to do that. Why? Because he never had to. Why would he propose marriage to her when he's living with her anyway? She's already his wife, common law. But she wanted more, never spoke up. So then she had to leave. I didn't finish watching the film, but I'm pretty sure they end up back together anyway. But why are people not speaking up? She spent 5 years hoping that he would ask her to marry him instead of saying, "Look, I want to get married in this time frame or whatever." Then there was the married man. His wife wanted kids. He only married her because he'd been with her for so long, and it's what you're supposed to do. Otherwise, you become an arsehole. Why are you marrying someone you're not in love with? I don't get it. It's baffling to me. All these scenarios. You got the other one from the beginning of the film. Everybody she meets, she's married them in her head and wondering why they're not calling her. And it was just too much. Why are people not stating their intentions in the first instance? People go out there and they're winging it just because they're in lust or limerence with somebody. What are you doing? It makes zero sense. And here's the thing. If you're with your counterpart, you should be making your intentions clear from the get-go. None of this, well, he should know by now, or she should know. We've spoke about, if you haven't had a dedicated conversation to what your intentions are, stop. Or make the time for that conversation. Because otherwise, people end up disappointed. People end up upset. People end up having their time wasted. You know, you've got women out here intentionally chasing unavailable men to reinforce their abandonment issues. Men making friends with women they find sexually attractive, which is all men. I keep trying to explain to women, he's not trying to be your friend. He's trying to keep you in his little saved for later pile. Men don't go round collecting female friends unless they're gay. They don't. Especially not new females that they meet. But, you know, think, oh no, he wants to have sex with you at a later date and he's hoping that you might agree to it. When I go on a date with somebody, if I know it's not going anywhere, it's not going anywhere. Don't bother trying to keep me in a little pen for later, because it ain't going to happen. If I've decided that it ain't going to happen. Doesn't matter what you say, doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter how you approach it. If I've decided it ain't happening, it ain't happening. There's no point trying to be my friend if I know you're trying to have sex with me, because I can fucking hear you. Not everybody has that gift, but that's another thing. Why are you trying to stay friends with somebody that you fancy? It makes zero sense. It's like a form of self-harm, especially if that person doesn't want you. And they've made it clear. Or they've made it clear that you're just an option. Why is anybody putting themselves in a position where they're an option? Again, it makes zero sense to me. This is the soul journey deck, right? I thought, let me use this because let's get into it. It's the first day of spring. We're in new moon energies. Like, let's get into it because it's mating season. It's mating season. Everyone's on it, right? So everyone's out there trying to date, do this, that, and the third. So I thought, let's get into it, right? Just split the deck. At the bottom of the deck was honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Now, are you going to be honest with yourself about your intentions, about what you want when you're out dating? I'll make it very clear. I'm looking to date so I can get to know somebody with a view to getting married. And then I'll be having sex, and not before. It's not a fucking challenge. It's a statement of fact. So, hi Gary. So I make my intentions and my position very clear. So, I generally tend to encounter two types of men in this instance. The narcissists who think it's a challenge and that they're special enough to fucking get me to change my mind. Or the ones that are like, I respect that, I'm not about that. So, like, you know, we're on different paths. Cool. But the narcissist, that's just like, cut that shit off because there's no point. I'm not entertaining them fucking games. But that's just an example. Make your intentions clear. Don't be like, oh, I better not say that because I might not see them. Good. If you make your intentions clear and that person's not in alignment with them, then they have to go away. And then you need to go back to the drawing board or go and date somebody else that is more in line with what you're looking for. Right? Now, if it's your counterpart and you're not ready to do that yet, and it is your true divine counterpart, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You just can't. Anyway, I'll split the deck. Friendship, which is what I was talking about. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. That's not your counterpart. Your counterpart's not your friend. Yes, you are friends. You do have a friendship, but that's from which you build. You're not intending to stay friends for the rest of your life. It's what you build from. Anyway, success. I know that there is no greater goal than love, than to love. So, stick to that. I mean, people are out here. I remember that meme that used to go around, oh, let's fuck until we fall in love. Let's not. That's what got the world in this state. Acceptance. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Yes, you can't change where somebody else is at in their journey any more than somebody else can come and change where you're at in your journey. Y'all gotta be letting go of the pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Right, I am going to shuffle. Okay. Okie dokes. Right, so we are literally in the beginning of spring now, right, guys? So, death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yes. So, are you ready for this new beginning? Because the thing is, your counterparts are coming through. And if it's not your counterparts, it's a Cupid / high-level soulmate, right? Are you gonna be in this energy of indecision? I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Do you? Do you? Because you've been granted high priestess status. And you have been for a little while now, Divine Soul Tribe. So, are you actually going to use your intuition to tell you what you need to know? Or are you going to overlook things when your gut's telling you something? Don't do that. Don't do it. Because literally, when you ignore your gut instinct and you ignore your intuition, self-harm. How is that self-harm? Because you're making a decision against your gut. You're doing something that's not in alignment with who you are. And you already know that. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a challenge just as much as the next person, but not when it comes to my fucking life like that. When it comes to dating and who I have in my life, in my energy. No. If it's not working, if it's not in alignment, then that's not for me. Right. And we've got judgment and fears underneath that. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Again with the challenges. So I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are about to start facing some tough decisions moving forward over the next few weeks throughout this moon cycle, because there's fear there. But underneath the fear comes happiness. So I realise that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. What are you scared of? Speaking up. Getting what you truly desire. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And you're scared of failing. So I'm going to get a little bit of tarot on this, but I want to get my angel dream oracle cards out. I'm going to use these. Right, death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Are we? Well, we have to start fresh, don't we? Because this is spring, it's the new year. You've been through enough battles, all right? But you've made it. You got out of winter in one piece, yeah? Well, I did, about you lot. Actually, no, you lot must have been doing all right. My Divine Soul Tribe, anyway. I don't know about the others anymore, so speak to them on the phone. Right. Death. It's an end to all this heartache, all the sorrow, all the disappointment. You've left it all behind. You have. You've released all those burdens that other people tried to put on you, tried to keep you off your path, tried to distract you. You said, no more. Take them over there, to the left. You left them over there. And that's you charging forward to a brand new start, to your new life, your new beginning. Passion. Some of you may be moving house. Don't know yet. Indecision. 6-6. 6 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. That's balance being restored and you're on your way to victory. Because you've used your intuition. No more of this indecision. That's what brought you to this point of like death for the new beginnings. You let go of being indecisive. That's like the 2 of Swords, isn't it? You let go of being indecisive about how you're going to move forward, and you've seen your destination. You know what your destination is. You've brought balance back into your life by making the right decisions, by trusting your instincts. So you're accepting that challenges are the best way to learn. And this... Oh, I'll tell you what this is. So, yes, the Page of Swords is a little stalker, but they like to learn things. But also they're messengers, right? Pages are messengers. Now, a lot of the times this one can come up because they deliver some sharp truth. That's not very easy to accept, but nonetheless, it's the truth. And sometimes with this card, it can be about overlooking the message and just shooting the messenger kind of thing. So I feel like that's probably what the challenge is at the moment. You are being challenged by something, some information, but you're being challenged by some information, but you know that it was necessary. necessary information for you because there was something you needed to learn from it. Whatever that information is, however tough it was, it is part of your destined path to know this information or to come across this information, because it will help you say goodbye to your old life and keep moving forward into your new one. It's like the last little bits that need to be wrapped up so that you can continue to walk on your destined path and get to work. Get to work. But you have been working hard to get to this point, and I feel like you've been working hard to let go of all the last little bits of yourself that no longer serve you, the old aspects of yourself. And that's about that happiness, being on the right path, doing the work. Doing the work. And that's what happens when you do the work. And you know this. Judgment's been called. There you go. There's your counterpart. What you're dating for. That's what you're dating for. To be with your counterpart. Your divine counterpart. Not a distorted one like what you've been dealing with. A divine counterpart. So, quite possibly your person's done enough within themselves to realise that you're part of their destiny, and they've let go of their pride and ego. They're going through their transitional period of time. Releasing the 3D aspects of themselves that kept them trapped and bound to the devil's playground. If not, somebody in this divine masculine energy will be coming towards you because you've done the work. And you know this. You already know this. You've released all the 3D aspects of yourself, and you've ascended your level of consciousness because you realise that testing your resolve to live in the energy of love, you've got to let go of that fear. You've got to let go of that fear. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Yes, they do. There's that chariot. So that look, judgment. Yeah. Everybody has their own unique path and challenges, but you followed yours. Instead of trying to follow somebody else's path or do what somebody else has done or get somebody else to do what you're doing, you said, nah, I've got my own path to follow. And part of that path is fixing the wounded inner child and walking away from things that no longer serve you, that leave you depleted emotionally, mentally and spiritually. Took a leap of faith and you kept moving forward, no, despite the challenges that were put in front of you, despite all of that. And there's that failure, it keeps looking at me, right? I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Again, that's part of the growth process, learning and working with the right people and recovering from all the stuff that you've experienced in your life. You've manifested this. Right, so you're ready to start afresh, start anew, because the Page of Pentacles, yes, it's a messenger, so there could be some good news about some money coming on in, but also this page is eager to learn, so it's about study, and whatever you study will afford you abundance moving forward, whether it's a wealth of knowledge or financial wealth, happiness in love, whatever it is, it's abundance. Now, for a lot of you, what's going to happen is your person's going to come on in and start telling you the truth, spilling the beans, so to speak. But they want to be honest and truthful with you. Because if you're going to start afresh, well, they know they have to be because you're in this independent energy. This is a lot of you that have been in separation. It's coming in. Trust me. It's coming on in. Yeah? You've manifested it. It's part of your destined path. It's literally the same story over and over again. And they're out here strategically planning how they're going to approach you, how they're going to come on in. Now here it looks like they want to come on in like a thief in the night. But they're planning on how they're going to come in and get this Four of Wands with you, which is stability, which is commitment, which is happiness, marriage. And they're going to come on in fast. Because they want that. They want the Ten of Cups with you, because you're their destiny. 10-10. Time. There's going to be a Tower moment before that happens. Things are going to be revealed throughout this moon cycle, if they haven't already been revealed, and that's what's caused this Tower moment, to clear the path. Now, what the path is being cleared for is entirely up to you guys, because this is the thing. Like I said with this messenger, not all of you are going to be happy about what you hear, or you're going to be upset about who tells you. Not home. So this Tower and the Moon card, things are definitely going to be revealed to clear a path for you. Right, what's coming with that Moon card, please? Well, whatever is coming has been a long time coming. And it's going to take a lot of strength. I believe it's going to have something to do with healing. Whatever it is, it's going to, well, whatever you get told is going to close out a karmic cycle, but it's going to cause some upset, some sadness and regret. Because there's the Star card, it's going to have, like I said, it's going to have something to do with healing. Whatever it is, it's going to be tough, and it's going to be emotional. Yeah, it's what's done in the dark and all that. Like I said, you're not going to like it. It's going to take all the strength you've got in you. You're probably going to have to take a time. You're going to have to take a time out. Because the thing is, we've been saying, and I know it's not just me, a lot, it's been coming up a lot, and it's like, this is a storyline that's continuously on repeat. And it is continuously on repeat. They've got to, the masculines at this point, they've got to come forward. They've got to tell you the truth about what they've been doing in the dark, right? They can't even think about a brand new beginning in anything with you until they come forward and tell you the truth about what's been going on in the background, what they've been getting up to. And just be mindful, use your intuition, because that's already come up. Because the Magician is manipulative. Because the thing is, magic isn't about, well, I suppose it is about manipulation, isn't it? You're manipulating the energies around you to garner what you need or what you want. Again, that all comes down to intention. However, I digress. The Magician is the manipulator. He is a manipulator. So, and the way this is looking, as I'm looking at it now, you can't see what I'm seeing. For them to close this cycle out, for them to be able to move past the block, the challenge, whatever it is, they have got to come through. Where is he? Tell the truth. You're probably not going to like it, how it's delivered, or maybe how it's delivered. But for the old cycles to come to a close, they have to let go. They have to let go of their pride and ego, come forward, tell the truth, so they can end all the shit that's been going on over here. They've got to close out those karmic cycles. They can only do it by telling the truth. And it's going to cause a tower moment, and it's going to be emotional. However, yeah, it's going to take all your courage and compassion, I can tell you that now. And it's going to take some time. You're going to have to take some time out to process. But this is to do with healing. It's definitely to do with healing. But also as well, as we can see here, this is the thing. It's still a destined connection. Because the Wheel of Fortune's here with the Ten of Cups as well. The Star card, that these two were literally together, and you saw me shuffling the deck. So, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like the way the story's unfolding, because then we've got well, that's how they see it. This is how they see you. Confident. Well, it keeps coming up. You make them nervous. The thing is, you've got too much confidence in yourself, and you beat your demons. You've done your work. That's why you stand there in your confidence, because she's the spiritual warrioress. So she beat the demons. Look, you're their wish fulfillment, and they see you as this stable, confident woman that's giving, loving, caring, good business sense, got their ish together, and stable, right? Nurturing. Somebody they can have a good life with. And they're looking at things from a different perspective, but they are, I feel like they're struggling to gain the courage to come forward. Yeah, they're conflicted, chaos and conflict. They're worried that whatever it is they're going to tell you, well, it's going to cause that tower moment. It's there. It's there. And you're going to need time to process. Look, this is the energy that they want to come in with, but they know that this is them stuck in their heads. Yeah, how they're going to come towards you, what they're going to say. But that's all they think about, is coming in and matching your energy. Come in and matching your energy. She's got her back to him there. There they're facing each other. There, it needs to be like that. But you know this is coming. It's been a long time coming. It's coming on in. Right, I'm not pulling any more of those cards. I want to get to the angel deck. So, are you prepared for what comes next? Are you willing to hear them out? Are you going to date with a purpose? What's your purpose of dating them? Is it to have this, your destiny, your happy ever after? Or is it just a, let's see what happens? Because, not being funny, most of you people that are here, that are watching this, that have got this far in your journey, you would have been on at least one cycle with your person. That's a minimum of 9 to 10 months. Quite possibly a year. Minimum. If you have not been interacting with who you believe to be your divine counterpart for more than 3 to 6 months, then you're not in a union way. Not at this point, you're not. You're just your early days in the journey, right? So for those of you that are that little bit closer to union, what is your purpose? Because you've waited all this time, you've gone through enough cycles. What is it you're looking for? And I don't want to, I just want to be with her. What for? What do you want to be? Yes, but what do you want to be with them for? What's the purpose? Just to coexist. What are you going to do? Are you going to just date? Are you going to just live together? Are you going to get married? Are you going to be having children? Are you going to start a business together? What are you doing? Oh, let's just see if we get on. That's the dating process. What are you dating for? What's the end goal? Because you have to work all this sort of stuff out. What do you want? You've had, and this is the thing I don't want to hear. I don't know what I want. You've had long enough. You've had long enough to figure that out. And if you can't openly admit it to yourself, how are you going to say it to your counterpart? Oh, but what if they don't want the same thing as... What if they don't? This is the thing. If you've done the work, it won't matter. You'll speak your truth and let the cards fall where they may. Or the dice, or whatever the saying is, it don't matter. Say what you've got to say and let it, and that's it. If that's your true divine counterpart, they'll want exactly the same thing as you anyway. There might be a few differences here and there, but you work on it. That's what relationships are about, compromise, because, you know, there's always going to be challenges. If there wasn't a challenge, you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in now. Anyway, I didn't know that was going to go that way. So, I'm getting these cards, my Angel Dream Angel Oracle deck. Look, Selenite's at the bottom of the deck. Stimulation and spiritual activation. Stairs. Yarnio's going on. He's sick of love songs. So why can't I turn off the radio? Direction. What direction are you going in, family? Divine Soul Tribe. Up or down? I'm always going up the stairs. And it is all about timing. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, but I want it now. If you're not ready now, you're not ready now. If it's not ready now, it's not ready now. Divine timing. Purple, third eye, clairvoyance. We've been saying that. Been saying. Cleanse and clarify bathroom. How clean? How clean is the basement? Have you done it all? Full moon. So this end, I told you this earlier. By the end of this moon cycle, a few weeks, completion. You'll have everything in order. Well, that's the idea anyway. Autumn, abundance, preparation and harvest. In springtime. So over the next 6 months, because that card keeps coming out from my deck, the 6 to 12 months, over the next 6 months, because spring to autumn is 6 months, over the next 6 months, you'll be going through awakening. You'll be starting off new projects, and you'll be, well, now you're in this new energy, right? And then come autumn, you will be preparing to harvest your abundance. But you'll be generating your abundance throughout the time. You're part of the prophecy. I keep telling you this. There you go, reflection and transition. That is, that's like the death card. Are you ready to release everything? Listen, that's source energy, right? Divinity, enlightenment. You're divine beings of love and light. You're being enlightened to everything you need to know. That's what that is. Your person's got to come on in and they've got to enlighten you so that you guys can transition from the point in your connection that you're in and move forward. Let go of all that shit that was. If you want a brand new beginning, a brand new stable beginning, you've got to start from scratch. And the only way you're going to be able to start from scratch is if you clean the slate. Wipe the slate clean. The only way you're going to be able to wipe the slate clean is to confess everything. And then I pray for forgiveness. Dandelion, vitality, empowerment and perseverance. Being honest will give you empowerment. Hawthorn, balance in the elemental kingdom. Bring balance into your life. Look, there's that dress rehearsal. You've got to let go of who you were. That was your training program. Look, we've got cleanse and clarify at the bottom. So let's get some tarot on it. There's that Chariot. Are you ready to receive your gifts? Are you? Right? You're divine. You are part of source energy. You're going to be enlightened. Your person's going to enlighten you, but you're getting your gifts. You're going to be enlightened anyway. Look, you're about to work. You're about to collaborate with the right people because you've been healing. Now, at this point, right, because obviously the start of the title is what are you dating for? If you've healed enough, you're dating, you'd be dating your counterpart because you're each other's wish fulfillment. Yes, you're independent. Yes, you've worked hard on yourself, but this is both of you right now. Actually, yes, all right, it's a woman on the card, but let's just overlook that for a minute. So you have grown and evolved, right? And you've come away from all the things that held you back, right? You're no longer dependent on anybody for anything. You've got this. And your person should be coming on in the same energy. They're not tied to nobody. Nobody's got anything holding them back. They're good to go, right? Because they've got nobody holding them back. Look, they're watching and waiting to see when the right time to come on in is. They want that 10 of Cups as much as you do. Because you're their wish fulfillment. They just don't know how to come in. They don't know how to come in and approach it. But there's that Chariot. Travel. There's going to be a lot of travel because I'm looking at the Three of Wands and as he's looking at his ships coming in. So listen, there's that King of Wands. I'm telling you now, your counterpart is focused on you. They can't do nothing but think about how they're going to come and achieve their goals, to get their wish fulfillment. Daddy's home. That's what your person wants to come in and say. My dad's God. Anyway, so you've both been healing your wounded inner child. Again, it's the same storyline. 6-6. Actually, wasn't that what came out? Yeah, the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. Balancing. Oh no, that was the 6 of Wands. But it's 6s. Things are about to be balanced out. Balanced back out. Yeah? Because now you're about to invest in... Because you have been investing in yourself. Making wise investments into yourself. And look, I'm telling you now, your person's coming on in. They do not want to be defeated. Okay? Even though there's this Tower moment come in. But maybe this Tower moment is exactly what's needed for you to be able to go forth and have your victory. Because maybe that Tower moment's got nothing to do with your person per se, as much as it has got to do with an enlightening moment. Mind you, saying that, that looks like somebody jumped. That is somebody jumping. Somebody jumping out of a building. But sometimes the Tower moment is about things enlightening, being enlightened about something. 44 on the clock when I said that. But that knowledge is what will clear the path for you to be able to go forward and have your victory. Maybe, well, there you go. They've got to get past your barriers, your confidence. They want to come on in and get this commitment from you. They want to call you. That's hotline. They've been working hard because they want this victory with you. Right? That tower moment's got to happen so that they can have that victory. Maybe there's something they're not seeing. I had something about that tower moment. It's gone again. It's gone again. It's bugging me now. Listen, they're not about to give up on this connection. They're not. And that's the truth. The truth needs to be told, though. This is the fit. You already know what the truth is. They just got to come on in and confirm what you already know. What's done in the dark. But by the time this moon cycle is complete, you will be fully in your knowing of what you'll have been told what it is you need to know. I actually feel like this is the problem. They're worried that whatever they tell you, that will have them defeated. I mean, I don't know what your boundaries are, what your no-nos are, what your person's done, obviously, because that's none of my concern. That's your business. But, like, are you ready for the truth? Are you ready to have that moment of enlightenment? Because like I said to you before, some of you, it might be a case of that, oh, is that what you got to tell me? And then you just get on with it. But again, date with a purpose. Don't be like, oh, well, we're together now, let's just wing it. No. Because that's just, make a plan and stick to it. Because otherwise you're just going to end up in the same situation again. Like, back and forth, in and out. You've got to start with a clean slate. Because otherwise it's just going to be another cycle, another toxic cycle. If you're not ready, they're not ready. And if they're not ready, you're not ready. Oh, I am. No, you're not. I hear this all the time. If you were ready to be in union, you'd be in union. This is just how it works. It's not rocket science. It's not a trick. Do the work. So I keep saying to people, they're like, I don't want to do that. Don't do it then. Nobody's forcing you out here. But if you want this, do the work. You want that? Do the work. It's like that post I put out earlier. If you don't heal your wounds, you'll bleed all over people that didn't hurt you. Stop bleeding and do the work. You want to be happy? Hi, Sam. You want your wish fulfillment? You want stability? You want commitment? Do the work. Fucking rocket science, and I keep telling you it's not a trick. It's not a trick. Trust me, I know it's not a trick. It's not easy doing the work, but it's got to be done. House clearance, spring clean. It's spring, are you clean? Have you done it? Oh, I miss you. We need to get together soon. Right, I'm going to get some other cards out because this is boring now because it's the same thing over and over again. I don't really want to go to Karmaville, but I'm going to just get my other deck out for now and then see what comes up. Because, actually, do you know what? Let's get my deck out and see what your person's been up to. Why are they scared? Because that keeps... Yellow. I ain't scared. I've got confidence. Thursday, Friday. Friday afternoon. Or Thursday, maybe. We'll sort something out, my darling. No worries. I'm going to come and get you and have some time with you. I am. Oh. Right. We're going to get this deck out. Did you mean what you said? Did you? Did you mean it? Can't make it up. You make me nervous. Wow. But we said that already. Why do you make them nervous? Because you're an earthly god or goddess with that energy. So we're gonna get some cards onto that. We definitely are. But I want to know, Spirit, what are they scared of? Why does my Divine Soul Tribe's counterpart feel that it's going to cause a Tower moment? Why are they scared? Well, they want to talk, because that just jumped out. They're afraid of commitment. Well, of course they are. They're scared that if they have to stay... This is the thing. Most of them have been playboys. Sex addicts. So they're used to running around multiple people. Well, they can't stop thinking about you. But we know that, don't we? You lot know that. Well, you're a chosen one. So's your counterpart, obviously. Well, they can be unchosen. Well, look, they've made some bad choices. Will you forgive them? Will you? Let's have another look and see what else. Well, they've got low self-worth, so hopefully they're working on it. But that would be part of the reason why they lived the life that they lived and started doing all the things that they was doing behind your back. Can't make it up. Sex addict. There's so much they want to say to you, and yet you can't hear nothing. Funny that. And they're used to toxic relationships. And mother issues. That'll be why they're afraid of commitment. Right. So, there's 6 cards there. That's enough, I think. Can we start again? Again. You guys need to know Wagwan. What has got them shook? What indeed? So, what do they want to talk about? We know that your goddess energy is what makes them nervous. And also the fact that you're a chosen one. So if you're a chosen one, you're going to be highly spanked. Highly ranked in the spiritual realm. Right? No wonder you make them nervous. You're a god or a goddess. Of course you make them nervous. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be nervous around you? I'm going to get my Pulp Girls tarot deck out because, you know, this could take a little bit of a turn. I'll leave my witchy cards over there. We won't be doing that here tonight. I do have to get my other deck out, but that's going to be Divina's Dark Corner series on YouTube. Because that is not a deck for Facebook. Facebook, as it's really not. If you're about that life, then you'll have to come to the Dark Corner. Right. Look, the 10 of Cups. That's why they're nervous, because they've never, listen, it's come up, they're used to toxic relationships and they're afraid of commitment. The reason that they're afraid of commitment is because they're still operating out of their wounded in a child space, and they're scared, they haven't dealt with their abandonment issues, yeah? So, we have these masculines, because I'm not going to call them divine if they're still behaving like this. We have these masculines running around nervous because they can't stop thinking about you. That come up. They want to talk to you. There's so much that they want to say. If this is coming out, we know that they are a sex addict, but they're probably still running around doing them low vibrational things with low vibrational people, still out there collecting STDs, sexually transmitted demons. So that's probably why they're staying away from you at the moment, finding it difficult to give up their addictions, right? And look, there's so much that they want to say. Can we talk? Right? So, let's have a look. I'm going to get another card out from this deck because this is some kind of same thing. Your boundaries make them want you more. I've done a reading on that on TikTok. That was ages ago. Drives them nuts. Drives them fucking forbidden fruit. Right. That's what you are. Right, so it's the same. Right, they want commitment. And they're nervous about it because they've never they've not done it before, right? But they know that you are their destiny, right? All of these cards that just fell out are all major arcana cards. So we've got the Hierophant, which is like the high priest. He's about traditional values. He's a spiritual advisor, so he's like the messenger of God, basically. But so he's like the high priest, yeah? But this is about commitment. This is about, where's my other note? This is about commitment, traditional values, like doing things by the book. This is your destiny. You two are supposed to be together. They know that and you know that, right? But they've got to face judgment and they've got to close out their karmic cycles. And whilst they're closing out their karmic cycles, they feel like they're facing judgment. And it's making them nervous because they know that once they've closed out these karmic cycles, not only have they been facing judgment from God, they're going to have to come and face judgment from you. And that's because of all this shit. So it's going to be very difficult for them to come forward. But they're going to have to do it. That's why they're feeling nervous. They want to talk to you. They're making their way away from all those things that have been holding them back. Towards you. Oh. Okay, so these are from the Supernatural deck, and why are they here? So that's the Three of Cups, and that's the Five of Wands. So they're going to have to come and tell you about these third parties, because there's a lot of chaos and conflict to do with them. I don't even know how... Where is that? Okay, girl. Don't be a guy tonight. Right. So, they're going to have to come in and tell you about these third-party situations that have caused a lot of chaos and conflict in the background. Maybe the third party is still in the background causing chaos and conflict, and that's why they're taking their time coming back to you. Because they know, you're a chosen one for a start, so that's one of the 144,000 chosen ones, God's ambassador. We see that last night. And you're carrying this goddess energy, right? And they don't want you getting involved in any of this. Because they know your worth, because you set your boundaries, and it makes them want you more. So I do feel that this third party situation that's causing a lot of chaos and conflict in the background is weighing really heavy on them. And they just, and they're juggling. But they want to come on in and talk to you, maybe take you out for coffee, take you out for lunch, dinner, I don't know. But they want to come in and talk to you because there's so much that they want to say. So much that they want to say. And they're used to toxic relationships. That's probably why they was with this third party, with all this chaos and conflict. It was exciting. Passionate. I don't know why people say that. If you don't get on, you don't get on. If the only good thing about your relationship is the sex, it's not good. It's toxic. Or let's just fuck. What? And then when we stop, we're going to hate each other again. I don't get that. It makes zero sense to me. Anyway. Alright, put those over there because those cards weren't even from this deck. But look, Your person wants to come charging in really fast, but they just don't know what to say. They're trapped in their head. And this is them. They're going back and forth. Shall I go running? Night, darling. I'll see you at the see you in the next couple of days. Love you. They're stuck in their heads, but all they want to do, is come charge forward towards you. But they know they've fucking done the most at it. But you're their sunshine. They just want to come forward and get their sunshine because they're sick and tired of being like this, looking at all the shit that they've done in the past. They want to bring justice to this connection, and if they want to do that, they know they're going to have to sit and talk to you. And this bitch came out crossing. Crossing the boundaries, yeah? So this one probably didn't have any. Fucking third party situation again, look. This one probably didn't have any boundaries. That's why they went over there. But all because they're a flipping sex addict. So that one there, oh yeah, you can do what you like. But behind it all was nothing but chaos and conflict. Oh well. That's what happens, isn't it? Lesson from the devil, blessing from God. Either way, you're learning something, ain't you? All that glitters and all that. But listen, they're definitely walking away from the things that have left them emotionally and spiritually depleted because they want this union. They want that union with you. Look, they want to come on in and heal things after healing themselves and give you a brand new stable beginning in life. Look, that Queen of Wands keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. There has been some spell work going on. There's haters. I was going to say at the very least, we're looking at gossip, evil eye stuff, but upper level protection activated. Why would that be activated, you ask? What have I just been sat here saying? The Queen of Wands has come out in every single deck. Yes, the Queen of Wands is a spiritual badass. Yes, the Queen of Wands is a very confident, alluring woman. Well, man, doesn't matter how you take it as it resonates. I can't be asked with that shit. But she's a sorceress. She's not a spiritual badass just because she can kick a few demons' asses. She has other skills. Plenty of other skills. And we're not just talking basic kitchen witch stuff. Like, a few herbs here and there to fix this and amend that. No. This one here, she has got a conglomerate of skills. But your protection has been, listen, upper level protection activated. So this, what's out here? Haters. I'm going to ask, I waited my whole life for you. I won't give up on us or let go. Again, we asked this the other day. Is that a promise or a threat? Take it as it resonates. It's not the right time just yet. And it probably isn't. Not if your upper level protection is being activated. No, what did I tell you? Can I take you out? I want to know about this Queen of Wands, please, Spirit. Liar. Maybe the Queen of Wands is a liar. Maybe she's going to come on in. Abortion. Right. That could be one of two things. Either you're It was an hour and 4 minutes and 44 seconds when this come out. Either your person has aborted your mission, which I don't think they have because they're just too obsessed at this point about how they're going to come in and be with you, or there has actually been an... spell work involved. But we need that. Anyway, and you're an earth angel. I understand why you don't want to talk to me. And they wish they knew what to say. They probably said enough at this point. Honestly. Oh, they want to explore the connection. But there's been spell work involved. Like I said, manipulation is spell work at the very least. I'm going to have to get that other deck out. Supernatural deck, I think. Or maybe not. No, I'm going to get the Ink Tarot deck out. Okay, we're going to go with it. I'm telling you, your person's on it. I'll be back soon. Be ready for me, please. Again, is it a promise or a threat? But they waited their whole life. Of course they have. They freaking prayed for you. They begged God to send someone like you to them. Then you showed up. And they fucking aborted mission to go off with emotionally manipulative bitches and sorceresses. Probably why there's spell work involved, because they've been playing with witches. But they want to talk to you. Let's get the Ink Tarot. Yes. Should I stay? Should I go? Baby, go. I can't tell you what to do, guys. You're going to have to do what feels right for you. I wasn't the person you deserved. No, they know that. It's too much of this. There's too much going on still. I don't want it. But then it is the frickin' new moon. Four of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Look. They ain't about to let go because they are all up in love with you. But I don't know about this spell work. They're definitely looking at things from a different perspective. But they're slowly but surely coming towards you. And look, they're trying to figure out different ways how they're going to come towards you. I don't want to know about that. But, right. So look. This spell work, I said, what's this spell work about? Trying to get you or your person to see things from a different perspective, to slow them down from coming towards you in this connection, yeah? There's that 10 of Cups. That's the happy ever after. That's the Tower. This witch out here, oh God, I don't even want to do this. But this witch out here, probably along with this what's the word I'm looking for? Immoral female energy, and quite possibly a few other people in a coven try to slow this connection down, try to burn it to the ground. Yeah? Look. 5 of Swords in front of the Emperor and the Empress. They did the most to try and keep these two from being together. The most. Manipulation, lies, deception, spell work. I don't know. But look, this is the thing. Didn't stop nothing, because they're still going to be together. Because look. And he's in front of her. So, yeah, he's in front of her. So, Quite possibly your person's staying where they are. They're protecting you. They're trying to recover from the spell work, quite possibly, or give you time to recover from the spell work. If any of it's hit, I don't think it has, because you're protected. You're chosen one. You've got goddess. You've got godlike goddess energy, right? You're an earth angel. That's why we're asking. Why was your upper level protection activated? Well, you're always upper level protected because you're on your destined path. Because these clowns are out here doing the most. The Ten of Swords. Now all I keep hearing is leave you for dead. Hi Donna. They wanted to leave you out for dead. Fucking death magic. But here's the thing, Divine Soul Tribe. Everything's backfiring. That's why your upper level protection's been activated. I mean, I've been getting the downloads for a while now that playtime's over. TikTok. I've said that. You know, you're an earth angel. An hour, 11 minutes and 11 seconds was on the clock when I was saying that. You're an earth angel. You're God's ambassador. You're carrying godlike energy, goddess energy. You're an earthly goddess or god, right? Starseed. You're a chosen one. You're crying out loud. Of course you're going to have upper level protection. That's the problem. The thing is, these aren't the kind of people that just tinker in the kitchen. I told you before, they're out here doing death magic and shit. To stop you, it's more so to stop your person, because your person's the one that's been involved with these people. To stop you getting your wish fulfillment. They've been out here doing the fucking most. There's the 8. There's the 8 of coins with the magician. They've invested a lot of money in this work. I'm telling you that now. This one here, she spent a lot of change, and they've been doing nothing but watching you. And I told you the other day, this one out here has probably got legal advice, because some of the stuff that they've been doing, if they get caught, they're going down. I'm getting my witch deck out, because don't play games with witches, but now I have to play them. Anyway, I'm going to get a couple of more cards. There's a high priest. This the 9 of Pentacles is about, like, being independent, yeah? Maybe that's an independent high priest. Maybe they went outside the group. Like I said before when they did it. Oh, what if, because look at this card, I don't know if you can see, show you here as well. See those two people, they're praying, it looks like they're begging that high priest, yeah, it looks like they're begging that high priest. Maybe this is I'm getting the Kipper deck out. Oh, shut up, silly demon. Right, so what I'm getting that witch deck out as well. I want to see what's going on. What if your person, these people out here were trying to do the most? Some of it, your person might have known what was going on, or they might have been, maybe they knew what was going on, I don't know. But I'll tell you what I'm picking up. These two people out here were doing the most, doing something, but it didn't work, because your upper level protection has been activated. Well, it's always activated. It's been activated ever since you stepped onto your path, knowingly stepped onto your path. 1 hour and 14 minutes and 44 seconds when I said that. That's the divine numbers, right? So, you are completely independent. Hi, Donna. They are not. Right, you're independent. So, you're not dependent on nobody. Like, nobody can control you. Nobody can have any power over you. Like, your feelings, this, that, and the third. You're independent of any of that. Nobody's got you entrapped in nothing. So whatever it was they were trying out here with this flipping magician, right? And this one out here who likes to invest their money in other people's misery, out here trying to do the most, it failed and it backfired. I've been telling you this, that all their stuff has been backfiring because they've been, that's what the tower is. The tower come crashing down to let them know nothing a gone. It's like they had a very serious job to do, whatever it was they were supposed to do, right? And they didn't manage to get it done. It backfired. Because you're highly protected, that's why. Right? Now, they're begging. Maybe they're begging to see if they can try and do it. There's no point. There's no point. I done a reading the other night. And what came out? High-level underworld ancestors have been either alerted or knowing what's going on. Now, in that reading, whoever was doing scrying or working in the underworld or whatever, they made a mistake of not cloaking themselves, whatever it was they was doing, and they alerted your high-level underworld ancestors. Because we ain't all been down there playing angel before. Because I know I wasn't the last time. Right. So, they effed up. Got it. You go. There's that fucking community. Play no games, play no games. It's too late. They were out here playing. It's not flipping playtime. Look, there's that fucking mature man. And the main male. That's your person. Well, maybe not. Maybe this is just another person in the group because we know it's a community. Yeah? And they're definitely thinking about it because they were trying to stop this sudden wealth. But they messed up. They messed up. Your upper level protection has been activated. They got caught. So they're in the courthouse. In poverty because they tried to stop this flipping marriage. Listen, as above, so below. You guys are already married up in the 5D. You're already together. In the not so distant horizons. That main female is getting a message of concern and they're going to have a meeting in the phone. They've already got that message. They've been getting that message. It's not for us. It doesn't apply to us. It fucking does. False people out here. Doing the most. Toil and labour. They made it their full-time job to be out here doing this to this child. Maybe they're trying to prevent this child from being born. Like I said to you the other day. Like, because your person's in despair and there's this unexpected income. Or they was expecting this unexpected income and it hasn't come because they done the most, but they didn't do their due diligence. Let me see if I've got that book there. Yeah. I'm going to have to look into that. Yeah, because they were trying to keep you and your person confused. Undecided. Look, they was trying to steal your magic and your person's magic and take the passion out of your connection. They wanted to take your person's passion away from you. But your person's trying to be more stable for you because they are in love with you. Look, they've got nothing but passion for you, nothing but focus and foresight. Well, not foresight, but focus. They want to come forward, sorry. They know they've kept you waiting long enough. However, these could be some of the other guys in the group. This one out here spending money. This one out here flipping, doing sex magic, harvesting energies and doing spells because he's a magician. He's like a magician as well, spiritual badass. And then there's the King of Cups being maybe emotionally manipulative. You don't know. Nah, that one there's your person because they are in love with you and that's how they feel. And they're aware of that. They're 100% aware of that. Magical tools. Magnification. Kitchen witchery. Recipes. What are they fucking cooking up? They're out there doing the most. I'm telling you now, they were probably feeding your person something or getting them to drink something to enhance the magic. Spellcasting, manifestation. I told you they've been out here doing the fucking most. But it ain't working. It's backfiring. Why? Because they're out here trying to cheat the fucking system. You can't do that. When God set a plan out, he set a plan out. There's no fucking circumventing God's plan. God is omnipresent. I just do a little bit of work in the underworld, yeah? And what you did is fucked up and you alerted the high-level underworld ancestors that were out there minding their own business. And now they're out there having to mind these clowns. They don't like their peace being disturbed. Obviously, it's not for no reason, but this is the thing with the backfire. It will always hit you harder than what your intention was. And they're out here casting spells to manifest your demise. But like I said, that's backfiring. The old ones. That's your ancestors. If you come from a long line of witches, or you have any witchy ancestors, because not everybody in the 144,000 is going to have the same bloodlines, because we're all here doing different jobs, so we're all going to be here having different gifts and stuff, because you know we're not all going to be the same. But this is the ancestors, right? I'm actually going to read that because where's my glasses? Shake it up. That's your person can't do that. Say you wanna shake it up. 22, and that's a union number. Which you got? The ancient ones are the bones of your bones, the blood flowing through your veins that pulses with the rhythmic beat of ancient wisdom. The roots of their family tree go back to the beginning of time when the first humans walked the earth. The light side. Okay, remember who you are and where you have come from and honour yourself for never giving up. Inherited talents and spiritual gifts are key to your destiny. Light candles in honour and gratitude for those who have gone before you. That's your ancestors. Shadow side. Understanding the ways of those who've walked before you will help you to release any hurts and pains. Healing ancestral lines enables you to break free of the past. They messed up. They quite possibly, because what I heard today was they quite possibly have done too much and they cursed their own bloodline. Like future descendants. So basically they've generated, I shouldn't laugh, it's not funny. It's actually not funny. They could have generated themselves their own new generational curse because of their incessant attempts to take you down your connection, to sever your connection, and to do the most. Like, they literally were out here doing the most. Like, absolute ridiculous. But they alerted your ancestors, right? They've alerted your ancestors. So this is what Spirit's telling me. I don't know why I'm looking at this without my glasses on, because that's just ridiculous. It's not happening. Remember who you are and where you have come from. Honour yourself for never giving up. Inherited talents and spiritual gifts are key to your destiny. Light candles and on. You've got to, well, you haven't got to, obviously, but that's Spirit saying, look, it's your turn. It's your turn to get out of the kitchen and learn your craft. It's within you. You come from a line of witches anyway. Look, there's a fucking dolls again. I don't know if you watched. I don't know if I didn't. I just recorded that video for YouTube. But, and I posted it here on Facebook. Dark High Priestess. They fucking at it doing the most. I'm telling you now, you better make sure you're doing your spirit baths, you're doing your sage, you're doing your crystals, you're doing your incense, you're doing your candles, you're doing your return to senders, you're giving your people them permission, royal divine clearance, if you please, to go and do what they got to do. Told you the protection detail's got protection detail. That's why nothing's touching you. Nothing. Boundaries. You need to set your boundaries. You need to set up your protection circles. Look, they got the voodoo dolls in fucking circles, cast in a circle. This is like, out here, this is like the PG version of what they're actually doing. I ain't getting my other deck out, not here for this and about this. I'm telling you, people, you bet, listen, look, you just watch me shuffle it together. You better be on your ish right now. These people out here, they ain't playing. They are not playing. That's some serious magic they're out there doing. Maiden. Innocence. Out there doing fucking sacrifices as well. Trying to fucking sacrifice you, for crying out loud. And quite possibly your person. I wouldn't like to think that your person would be involved in such a thing towards their own divine counterpart. However, if that is the case, that would explain why your mission's been aborted. Your fucking ritual magic. Do you know, I'm going to have to come off this, because and I'm going to have to do a reading on it tomorrow, and I'm going to do a YouTube reading and get my other deck out. These people out here, it's backfiring. And I don't, my logical brain cannot compute why any witch, and they're not amateurs, I told you this is a way of life for these people. They're out here making voodoo dolls, for crying out loud, and they're not buying them from the frickin' shop. They're making them. Told you, they're out here doing the most. You guys, you better stay protected. You better stay protected. Yes, your upper level protection is been activated. Your high level underworld ancestors have been activated. Yes, you've got ancient Egyptian blood ties, ancestors. You've got all of that, but you've still got to do your part. You've still got to do your part. Your part is about setting the intention, speaking on it. Right? Because this is not playtime. This is not amateur hour. This is, look, cast in a circle and magical tools. That's an altar. And it's prepared with everything you need. almost everything. They're not looking to sacrifice anything on that table. But then, this bitch is in the woods. So, Hagstone, told you, you need to up your protection. I want one more, because I want to know what else is going on. Kitchen witchery. So they are mother fulfilled. Told you about that fucking mother. That mature woman. I'm telling you now, they're probably getting your person to eat and drink some stuff because they're doing kitchen witchery and there's the herb garden. Don't you be fucking drinking nothing from anybody new. Don't you dare accept anything from anybody. You don't. Unless you made it yourself, do not. Even clearly. At this point, here's the thing, right? This is the kind of people them that you're dealing with, yeah? I would rather drink water out of the fucking tap than anything some of them people there would put in my hand at the fridge, anywhere. I'd rather drink tap water. Because look, this bitch is at the cauldron and this one's in the garden getting the ingredients. I mean, shit, wolfsbane grows in the garden. That causes unalignment. And plenty of people grow it. And you'd know if you knew what you was looking for. The crone. Maiden Mother Crone. The maiden came out earlier. Innocence. Listen, that's your three. Maiden Mother Crone. So they got a young one doing it. They got I was going to say medium-sized one. They got a young woman. They got a young one. So someone coming of age. I'd say under 20. And that's just me being polite about it. Then you've got the other one between 20 and quite possibly 35, 40 maybe. And then you've got this one, the older one, the crone, death. And then you've got a man out here. Creativity, crafter, what's he doing? I wouldn't like to cast aspersions, that's not something that I'm quite familiar with. However, I'm going to end like this. Be mindful of what you're doing out here, people. Because you're in line for a great fortune, and these people, they ain't playing. They ain't playing. Now, I'm going to go, because I don't want to be getting into any more of that. I'm going to pick a card at random from the ancestors. Oh, 2 cards have come out. Archangel Hanyang, joy, blessings, and intuition, and balance. Centered energy and self-care. Now, yes, they're out here doing the most. Yes, they're out here doing some scary shit, but you're not. Yes, you're being targeted, but it's like inadvertently. That's not the right word. By proxy, it's like you're getting it by proxy. You shouldn't really be catching anything because upper level protection has been activated. This is your person. This is what they're doing to your person. Now, either they're doing this to your person behind your person's back and they're not aware of it, or 1:33:44 on the clock then, or your person is partaking in it. But it looks to me like they're trying to get away from this kind of nonsense. Well, that's what it looked like earlier on, like your person's trying to get away from all of this chaos and conflict so that they can come towards you, fulfill their destiny, and get their happy ever after. Anyway, I'm going to have to do, like, Divina's Dark Corner. I'm going to do that tomorrow because it's Woeful Wednesday tomorrow. So I will be doing a couple of readings tomorrow. Couple of readings. We'll have to get the witches out, and then I'll have to get my darker deck out, my occult deck. Anyway, that's not that's definitely going to be a dark corner reading. Right then, so I need to go. So guys, stay protected, because we have still got another couple of days left of this new moon energy that they'll be harvesting. Stay protected, do spirit baths, burn your incense, call your ancestors, your spirit guides, God, archangels, whoever you resonate with. Ask for protection, ask and it's given. Activate your ancestors, well, they're activated anyway, but you give them royal divine clearance to do their job. 3 times a day you ask for them, their assistance. Okay, right, so guys, stay protected at all times and stay divine. Until next time, stay divine.